If you're new to barbell training, one of the questions you might have is, how do I know when to increase the weight on the bar? I'm Jacob Pfau. I'm the owner of Primal Barbell, a strength gym in Chicago, Illinois. And today we're going to help you understand when you should add weight to the bar. First and foremost, the very first thing I would tell you is if you're going to train with a barbell, you want to get connected to a program. A program will give you your schedule and tell you what to do on what days so that you don't just freestyle it. And a program is going to help you eliminate guesswork of when you should add weight to the bar so that you're not using your emotions or your intuition, and you have a little bit of accountability, which is going to push you forward and give you the best results. A program takes into consideration your cycle of recovery. So when you stress your body with a workout, this is a stressor right here, your body is going to be fatigued for a couple of days, and then it's going to turn around and adapt and build any necessary pathways and muscle tissue. And it's going to be ready for a stimulus that's a little harder or heavier than the previous session. This is an opportunity for you to add weight to the bar and force your body to adapt so that it gets stronger, and then you can repeat this cycle. You can keep repeating this. Now, for a beginner, I recommend the starting strength method. I do think it's a great program for beginners. And with the beginner starting strength program, there's only one type of workout. And yes, you alternate between shoulder press and bench press, but there's only one type of workout, which is a full body strength workout. And your cycle of recovery in starting strength, this period right here, is 48 hours. From the time that we complete a workout, the next day you're down in a valley, but by 2 days later, you're fully recovered and you're ready for a higher weight on the bar than the last session. So if this is Monday's workout, then by Wednesday, you're going to add weight to the bar. You're going to increase the weight on the bar. Now, as you get beyond a beginner program, because a beginner program doesn't last forever, as you get beyond a beginner, you're probably going to have different types of workouts instead of always having one type of workout. So for example, in an intermediate program, one of the types of workouts you have would be a volume day. And a volume day is when you do all of your reps and sets that are going to drive your strength progress forward. Now, as an intermediate or being beyond beginner, your cycle is going to change because after a few months, the 48-hour cycle is no longer going to be relevant. You're going to need more time to recover when you get enough volume to force your body to adapt. So the cycle stretches out, but the concept is the same. Between like workout types, so between volume days, you're going to purposefully add weight to the bar. If you've completed a workout and your form was adequate and you weren't compensating and the load was reasonably hard, your body is going to adapt. You're in the sweet spot and you're purposefully going to add weight for the next volume day, or for a beginner for the next workout. The only time that's not the case is if there was an issue with your workout. So if it was a squat workout and you had some form issues, you probably would want to go back and repeat that weight as you work those out, and then that way you can stay safe as you move to the next weight. But I've heard people say before, I want to get comfortable at this weight. Don't fall for that trap. We're not here to get comfortable. We're here to get stronger, and that's going to involve some discomfort. If you repeat a weight on the bar for any reason other than there's an urgent form issue that needs to be addressed, now you're in the realm of wasting your time and putzing around. And what we want to do when we start barbell training is get strong quickly, not in a rush, but quickly. We need to have some urgency. We need to have some testosterone, because that's what's going to drive us to make a positive change in our life that's going to be long lasting. In these first 2 to 3 months, we need to have that drive and push forward so that we can get to the finish line and get a better, more resilient body. If we're passive at all, if we say, I want to wait till I get comfortable, chances are we're not going to stick with it long enough to see and reap the benefits of this type of training. A program's also going to be the safest approach to training because everything's dialed in as far as your schedule goes. If you're on a beginner's program and you train Monday, you focus on your sleep and your food, and you come back Wednesday, that's the day to train again because your body has adapted and it's ready for a new stimulus. But what happens if you wait too long and you decide, well, I'm kind of sore from this and that, I'm just going to kind of wait till Saturday and get back to the gym? The problem with that is that your body slowly drifts down towards the baseline where you started. We want to hit that pocket actually is the safest way to approach all of this. And that's why a program, even though it has accountability built in and it's going to be tough and it's going to push you, you're going to be in the sweet spot of recovery, so you know the exact right time to add weight to the bar. Going by your feelings or your mental confidence could actually put you at more of a risk if you sit around and wait too long to hit that workout again. There are exceptions to this, like if you spent a weekend moving somebody into their apartment and you're truly gassed out, there might be adjustments needed at times, but for the most part, we want to stick to the program is going to be the best approach. Fight the urge to freestyle this. How do you know when to increase the weight on the bar? Well, find a program that you believe in and follow the program to the T. People much smarter than you and I have developed these programs, and we don't need to recreate anything. We don't need to build a new wheel. The program tells you when to increase the weight on the bar. It's designed to do just that, because remember, the point of weight training is to adapt and get stronger so that you can be a better version of yourself. If you found this video helpful, like it and subscribe for more barbell tips and health tips. And if you need the fast track towards getting stronger with the barbell, visit my website, primalbarbell.com, where you can book a discovery call, or if you're local to Chicago, you can book a consultation. And until next time, stay primal.